One of my relatives in Penang, Uncle Lim, had injured his ribs after he fell off his bicycle in an accident. He was immediately admitted into a private hospital as an emergency case. My parents and I flew to Penang to visit him. After being x-rayed, it was found that 3 of his ribs were cracked. He was then taken for a thorough examination by a bone specialist. There, it took about an hour to wait for his turn as there were many cases to be examined. Most of the surgeons and nurses were very busy in the operating theaters. The bone specialist advised Uncle Lim to have a good rest. He plastered him on his ribs. Later, he was sent to a ward where he was expected to stay for at least a fortnight. There were other similar cases in the ward. Most of them were serious injuries. The only thing that made us feel uncomfortable was that a few nurses were quite casual in their behavior. They hardly had a word of cheer or comfort for any patients under their charge. They seemed to have very little interest in their work. One of the nurses was so rude that she even shouted at the patient at the top of her voice every now and then. Fortunately, the doctor who was in charge of my relative's case was a caring and understanding doctor. Whenever he was on his routine to check the patients, he was very kind and friendly to them. He checked carefully the records of the patients' heartbeats, temperatures and others. 2 weeks later, Uncle Lim recovered and was discharged. We then flew back to Singapore.